All right, this video is for the lesson 3.6 homework. We're going to do rate of change over intervals. They love doing this on the EOC. If something asks you to find the rate of change, all they're asking for is the slope. Two different words mean the exact same thing, okay? So number one, what is the name of figures with the same shape but not necessarily the same size? Those are similar shapes, and we're going to use those at the bottom of this page. Number two, what is the name of a relationship with a constant rate of change represented by a graph that forms a straight line? That's a linear equation or a linear function. So if it makes a straight line, it's linear. Okay, so how we do this is they've given you the domain. So if it says from -10 to -6, if you look at the graph, from -10 is from this point to -6 is this point. They want you to find the slope of just that section. Okay, so ignoring everything else on the graph. From here to here, remember from left to right, do we need to go up or down? So you're going to go down, and you can actually see the grid lines to trace today. And then remember, your next move has to be to the right. And then you just count the boxes on the side. So we went down 3. So if we went down, it's -3, and then over 4. Always check your fractions. Type them in your calculator. Make sure that they don't simplify. It's an easy step. I have no mercy if you skip it and you don't simplify fractions. Okay, if it stays the same, that's it. All right, so from -6 to -4. So this is -6. This is -4. So now I'm just looking at these two pieces. So from here to here, do I need to go up or down? So I'm going to go up and then over. I went up 1 and then I went over 2. We're just finding slope. It's just giving you kind of a mountain range of a line. You have to pick out the piece and go. The only oddball one on here is this one, number 6. From -1 to +3. That's from here to here. Anybody remember horizontal line, what the slope always is? 0. So remember, nice flat floor, 0 problems. If it's vertical, it's undefined. You can't walk up a wall. Okay, so this one is actually an 8th grade standard. So you should have done this last year. So it says, use the graph to answer the following questions. Complete the ratios for each triangle. So this says DF. DF is this line right here. You're just going to write the distance from D to F, and you can count the boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then CF. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then EG. So that's here to here. 1, 2. And then DG is 1, 2, 3. I did not do negatives on this one just because I don't like how this example is drawn. Typically, we would go this direction is how we would draw our triangles. Okay, so we're going up. You can also tell by the line. The line is positive, so neither of these are going to be negative. All right, how do the two ratios compare, and what does this tell you about the slope of CE? So how does 4/6 compare to 2/3? Simplify this one, and what do you get? 2/3. Think of ratios like pies. If I've got a circle, 2 circles that are the same size, and I cut one into thirds, and I cut one into sixths, and I shade 2/3 of this one, and I shade 4/6 of this one. It's the same thing. I've shaded the same amount. It's just smaller pieces, but overall, if I ask you, do you want 2/3 of this pie or do you want 4/6 of this pie? It's the same amount of pie. You're just going to get 4 smaller pieces or 2 bigger pieces, okay? So these ratios, they're the same. And so in math, we use the word equivalent. They are equivalent. So the ratios are equivalent. The ratio of these triangles that we draw is the slope. So they are equivalent. So the slope of CE, that's this line, is just that ratio. It's 2/3. We could also say slope is 2/3 and constant. So just like when we were finding slope from the graph, when I told you it doesn't matter which 2 points you pick, the slope's always going to be the same. That's what this is proving. No matter which 2 points you use on a line, as long as it's a straight line, the slope's always the same. That's why I tell you to simplify those fractions. All right, so all I've left for you is 5, 7, and 8. That's all you have to do today, and I'm done with you. Okay? Today is a good day to get caught up on notes. If you've got absent work, you got anything missing, stuff like that.